Yeah. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. P. Adilakshmi, Professor and Head, Prasad V. Patluri Siddhartha Institute of Technology, welcoming Dr. C. Paramasivan Garu, Professor and Research Advisor, Periyar EVR College, Tamil Nadu, and all the students of second MBA and other participants on today's topic, Innovative Financial Services. Paramasivan Garu is having more than 20 years of teaching experience, and he is a self-made and qualified man in the field of social science research. He is acting as research advisor for eminent institutions, and he is recognized with many awards. Sari is having rich experience in the areas of financial management, banking sector, human rights, women empowerment, entrepreneurship, social and youth entrepreneurship, financial inclusion for inclusive growth, information technology in financial sector, research methodology, etc. On behalf of the Department of Business Administration, I thank Dr. C. Paramasivan Garu for accepting our request for delivering the guest lecture and share his knowledge to our students. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I request all the students feel free and ask any question in the area of financial services. Now I request our student, Mr. Ganesh, to give a formal introduction of the Honorable Guest of Honor. Over to Ganesh.
Good morning, everyone. I am P. Lakshmi Ganesh, student of 2nd MBA, Prasad V. Patluri Siddhartha Institute of Technology. I'm feeling privileged to introduce today's honorable guest speaker, Dr. C. Paramasavan Garu. Sir pursued MCom from Pondicherry University in 1997, MPhil from Gandhigram Rural University in 1999, MA Economics from MK University in 2001, MBA Finance from Periyar University in 2009, MSc Psychology from TNOU in 2010, PhD from Periyar University in 2010, MLISC from Periyar University in 2015, D.Lit from International Economic University in 2016, also having an additional qualifications like PGDCA, DPMIR, CPED. Sari is having a rich experience of 20 years in teaching and guided around 60 MPhil, 23 PhD awarded, and 4 PhD students are pursuing. He published around 170 articles in national and international journals and also an eminent member in various professional bodies. He was the resource person and guest lecturer for around 200 programs. Sir undertook various research projects like awareness of testing and evaluation of practices of the college teachers in Namakkal district, sponsored by National Testing Service, India. Economic violation against Dalit entrepreneurs in Tamil Nadu, sponsored by ICSSR in 2012 to 2014. Economic empowerment of tribal women through SHG in Kolli Hills, Namakkal district, Tamil Nadu, sponsored by UGC 2012 to 2015. Entrepreneurial competence and activities engaged by prisoners in Tamil Nadu, an evaluation study sponsored by ICSSR Impress 2019 to 2020. SAR published around 26 books in various streams like commerce and management, finance, women empowerment, social entrepreneurship, computerized accounting, and e-filing, etc. He also published 4 books in Tamil language. He organized 20 sponsored programs from eminent institutions like University Grants Commission, National Human Rights Commission, ICSSR, RGNIYD, TNSHE, ICW, etc. SAR has received many awards and recognitions such as Best Teacher Award in 2010, Tamil Savai Sammal in 2012, Young Social Scientist Award in 2011, Dr. Ambedkar Social Service Award in 2012, Dr. Ambedkar National Fellowship Award in 2013, Periyar Social Reformer Award in 2014, Best Research Supervisor Award in 2015, Best Researcher Award in 2016, Thiruvalluvar Elakkiya Award in 2017, Research Advisor Excellence Award in 2020. Now I request Dr. C. Parmasivan Garu to take the session. Over to you, sir. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your detailed introduction about me. So I am really very happy to be here as a resource person to share my experience and knowledge relating to the innovative financial services. Before that, most respected the principal of this college, respected head of the department, respected faculty members, respected students and participants. Summary, warm good morning, one and all present here. So we know very well during this pandemic period, so our education system has transformed into some innovative and modern approaches. Very particularly, now we are all in online mode. Even though so our college has opened, still some academic programs are going on through online mode. Why this online mode is so popular and user friendly? Because now we have lot of technologies and devices. With these things, now the technology and the communication become part and partial of our day-to-day life. Even in this, the financial system and financial services of the country has transformed into modern or innovative financial services. Once upon a time, we went to bank for withdraw money or deposit money. We have to wait for long time to get back our money or to open a bank account. But nowadays, what is happening, you know very well. So we need not go to any bank or any premises for doing any kind of financial services. Everything is possible only with the help of our technology based, innovative based services. So with this view, today we are going to discuss about the innovative financial services. So first we see that what is financial services. Before we are discussing about the what is financial services, uh, madam, is it audible and the PPT is visible, madam?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
Yeah, PPT is visible, sir.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yeah, now I changed it to introduction chat, slide.
Yes, sir, it's visible, sir. It's
Okay,
introduction.
okay, thank you. If any interruption or if any disturbance, you please inform to me.
Yes, sir, sure, sir.
Okay, thank you. So first we have to understand about the financial system. So we have many system. It may be the political system or economic system, educational system. Like the financial system is also one of the most important aspect of the economic development of our country. Any country to be a good country or a economically developed country, there is a need of systematic and regularized financial system. In this way, the financial system manage the flow of funds between the people of the country and the ones who may invest it widely for the betterment of both parties. That means when you invest your money into any project or any investment, both parties should benefit. That means the investor as well as the beneficiary should benefit. For that purpose, we have to establish some system. That system is called as a financial system. So normally in India or in the world, the financial system is a set of institutions such as banks, insurance companies, stock agencies that permit the exchange of funds. What we are doing in the banks, so the investors or the customers are depositing money in the banks in the name of savings or current account. That money will be given to the industrialist in the name of the loans and advances. They are investing that money and they are getting some profit. That profit will again invest in the banks. So this is one kind of financial system. Likewise, the insurance. Now it is very popular in India because India is the largest population consist country which needs more insurance awareness and penetration. So we have very good insurance network in our country, and also the stock exchanges. How the stock exchanges are performing nowadays. The BSE is performing more than 60,000 points. It is one of the very highest performance during its lifetime. So that we should understand this kind of institutions are the part and partial of the financial system. The financial system exists on firm, regional, and global level. We can say even it may be in a small financial system, so it may be some chit funds or non-banking financial institution may be located in a local, or some financial institutions may be located or functioning or operating in the regional level, or even some financial institutions like Standard Chartered Bank or some other financial institutions are having some operations and network throughout the world. So the borrowers, lenders, and investors exchange current fund to finance project, either for consumption or productive investment, and to pursue a return on their financial assets. So why the people are investing their money into a project or in a productive investments? Because they want to get some return. If I invest 10 lakh rupees now, so after 5 years, I will get back some amount of return from my investment. That is the real purpose of the investment. For that purpose, some financial institutions are facilitating. Okay, so now we can see what are the component of the Indian financial system. So the Indian financial system consists of four important components. The Indian financial system consists of four important components. We can say the first one is the financial institutions. The second one is financial assets or financial instruments. The third one is the financial services. And the fourth one is financial markets. These four components are the very important part of Indian financial systems. Okay, so we can see this chart how this Indian financial system is divided and channelized into different sub-market or sub-instruments or the sub-services. You see that the financial system, under the financial system, the very important component of the financial system is financial institutions. In that financial institutions, we can classify it into banking institution and non-banking institutions. We know that banking institution accepting deposit and lending loans is the primary objectives or the functions of the banking institutions. Okay, whereas in the non-banking institution, they will not accept the deposit, but they will lending loans to the various projects or various schemes. Okay, you see that in banking, the banking may be classified into four types. Now it may be classified into six types. That means commercial banks. You know that commercial banks, cooperative banks, regional rural banks, foreign banks, and another bank is also called as here. The commercial banks also called as here, classified into private bank, public sector bank, and another bank is called as a payment bank and the small finance banks. Likewise, the cooperative bank is also classified into some categories. It is the district cooperative banks, central cooperative banks, like that. The regional rural banks. So far, we have 56 regional rural banks there, and also we have more than 40 foreign banks in our country. Okay, so this all comes under the banking institutions. Likewise, non-banking institutions. we can say that non-banking institutions may be classified into investment institutions and uh, some other insurance institutions. You see that now we can say that NABARD, Exim Bank, SIDBI, National Housing Finance Corporation, this kind of banks are comes under the non-banking financial institution. That means they will not accept any deposit, but they will lend the loans and advances to the small, medium, and large scale manners. Okay, so this is some things about the financial institutions. You see that financial market. We can see that financial market in India, the financial market may be classified into unorganized and organized. Whereas in India, all the financial markets are comes under the organized sectors. Okay, so these organized financial markets may be classified into capital market and money market. We know that the capital market is the market for the long-term investment. The money market is the market for the short-term investments. Okay, or the instruments. So whereas the capital market, now we can classify the capital market into secondary market and a primary market. That means the primary market is also called as a new issue market. The secondary market is also called as a stock market. So far we have 24 stock market in our country. Okay. The money market is also classified into some sub market. Actually, the money market is not a physical market, it is a virtual market. That means we cannot see any place for the money market. Where the money market transaction is going on, there it is considered as a market, money market. It may be the call money market, treasury market, certificate of deposit market, commercial bills market. So likewise, we can classify it into various sub-market under the categories of the money market. Okay. Then another important things, the financial assets and instruments. The financial assets and instruments, what are the financial assets? It may be the long term financial assets and short term financial assets. The long term financial assets, what are the long term financial assets? We can say shares, debentures, bonds. These all are comes under the long term financial instruments or the assets. Okay. Short-term financial assets or instruments, it may be the treasury bills, certificate of deposit, commercial papers. These all comes under the categories of the short-term financial instruments or the assets. Okay. Then the last, that is called as a financial services. What is financial services? The financial services may be classified into two types. That is called as a fund-based financial services and a piece-based financial services. What is that fund-based financial services? Fund-based financial service means there will be a transfer of funds from one person to another person. That is called as a fund-based financial services. For example, leasing, hire purchasing, consumer credit, bill discounting, factoring, insurance. In these cases, what is happening? For example, suppose you want to get the leasing, so you are leasing your property. For that, you are getting some money, or you are involved some hire purchase activities, so you will get some money, or you are getting some loans or consumer bills, so you are getting some money. So there is a possibilities of transfer of fund from one person to another person is called as a fund-based financial services. Whereas piece-based financial services, for example, issue management, merchant banking, credit rating, debit restructuring, stock broking, these are some examples of the piece-based financial services. In this case, what is happening? So if you involve any merchant banking activities, for your service, that concerned person will give some fees, some consultancy fees. Or if you are involving some credit rating agency, that the concerned person are providing some consultancy fees for credit rating services. So this is called as a fees-based services. Okay. Now we can discuss about the financial services. Now we are coming to the main topic of our guest lecture. What is financial services? The financial services are the economic services provided by the finance industry. What is finance industry? The finance industry may be banks or the insurance agency or the stock market or investment agency. So any industry which is related with the finance, that industries are called as a finance industry, which encompasses a broad range of businesses that manage money, including credit unions, banks, credit card companies, insurance companies, accountancy companies, consumer finance companies, stock broking, investment fund, individual managers, and some government sponsor enterprises. These all are consist of the finance industry, which provides some economic services to the needed people or to the target audience. Okay, so now what are the different types of financial services are available? We can see very popular financial services. We can see the banking or the professional advisory, wealth management, mutual funds, insurance, stock market, treasury market, debt and audit consultancy, capital restructuring, portfolio management. These are some of the n number of financial services are there, but these are some of the notable financial services in our country. Okay, so you see that major financial services industries in our country. So, n number of financial services are available or offered by n number of industries in our country, whereas all kind of financial services may be categorized into four major categories. That is the banking services, insurance services, investment services, and foreign exchange services. Any financial services which may be classified or which may be included in these four major financial services industries. Okay, so these are some of the very important part of the financial services. You can say that banking services. What are the banking services are available or offered? We can say that is the loans, advancing of loans, overdraft facilities, discounting of bill of exchange, check payment, collection and payment of credit instruments, foreign currency exchange, consultancy, bank guarantee, remittance of fund, credit card, ATM services, debit card, home banking, online banking, mobile banking, accepting deposit, priority banking, private banking. That means nowadays the banking industry in our country, so banking industries in our country are offering n number of services, or almost all kind of financial services are offered by the banking industries, including stock broking and investment and the insurance. Okay, so that the banking industries are one of the very largest financial service providing industries in our country. Okay, then another, that is the insurance industries. You know that insurance companies, normally the insurance may be classified into life insurance and general insurance. The life insurance which is exclusively for the individual person, whereas the general insurance may be classified into various categories. It may be the marine insurance, or it may be in the form of the general insurance, or it may be in the form of the fire insurance, like that. Okay, but anyhow, the insurance services in our country can be classified into life insurance, motor insurance, health insurance, travel insurance, and property insurance. So these are some of the five important insurance services provided by the insurance company in our country. Okay, then investment services. We know that in India, some of the investment institutions are there. That may be SIDBI or State Finance Corporation or Exim Bank or National Housing Finance, then NABARD. These are some of the investment services industries in our country. So, what are the investment services are available? Stocks, certificate of deposits, bond, real estate, fixed deposit, mutual funds, public provident fund, national pension system, unit linked insurance plan, senior citizen savings schemes. So these are some of the important services which are offered by the investment institutions in our country. Then we can say some of the foreign exchange services. What are the foreign exchange services? It may be the foreign currency cash. So you need foreign currency. You can convert your Indian rupee into any country currency. That is also one of the foreign exchange services. Foreign currency demand drafts. If you need any demand draft, foreign currency demand draft, that service is also available. Deposit of foreign currency checks. You can deposit foreign check in Indian banks or any financial institutions. Remittance. So various remittance also possible are provided by the foreign exchange services. For example, cash to master, advance remittance, direct remittance, miscellaneous outward remittance. That means all kind of remittance services which is related to foreign exchange also possible by the foreign exchange agencies or foreign exchange service providers. Okay. Then import collections. If you are doing any import or export business, there is a need of import collection services. So that also provided by the foreign exchange service providers. Then letter of credit. Letter of credit means you want to get any import from any foreign countries. Some commercial banks in India should give some authentication for you. So that facility is also provided by some foreign exchange service providers. Then export collections. You want to collect money from foreign countries, that also possible. Then export advance payment, that is also possible under the foreign exchange services. Okay. Then now we can see some of the innovative financial services. This is one of the very important and core topic of the today presentation. Innovative financial services. You can see some innovative financial services: the digitalized banking, mobile banking, unified payment interface, that is UPI, blockchain management, artificial intelligence and robotics, fintech companies, digital only banks. These all are some of the notable innovative financial services which are very popularly available in our country. So we can see that is the digitalized banking. You said that the digitalized, you know that now the digitalization play a major role in our country. Almost all kind of banking operations are possible only in digitalized manners. So you can see that online banking, IMBS, immediate payment service, RTGS, telebanking, all kind of customer services are available only through the digitalized banking services. Okay. Then another, mobile banking. You see that the advancement and technology of the mobile banking, how these mobile banking play a major role in our day-to-day financial life. So you can see that is the you can see you can transfer the money immediately with the help of your smartphone. For example, I need money. If you want to, I want to transfer money to anyone. With the help of my smartphone, I can transfer money to anyone with the help of some internet banking or mobile banking or some UPI interface. That is the wallet, any payment wallet, Google Pay, GPay, Paytm, like that. I can change my money or I can do my financial services with the easiest and safest manner. This mobile banking is one of the revolutionary changes or revolutionary financial services in the recent periods. Okay. Then unified payment interface. You see that unified payment interface, that is the UPI. How these Google Pay, GPay, Paytm, and other payment gateways are performing only with the help of the unified payment interface. This is one of the platform which help to transfer the money through the mobile banking or the internet banking. So the transaction can be done within seconds using this interface, Google Pay and PHIN, Government of India. This is one of the Government of India app, are two major interfaces among numerous other services that enable easy payment even if you are out of the physical cash. Now the people need not carry any physical cash for purchasing anything or paying to anyone. Simply, we need mobile phone. Mobile phone is enough to do any kind of activities. We need not carry a single paisa. So everything can be done with the help of these unified payment interface options. Okay. Likewise, the blockchain. Blockchain management is one of the very important technology in the banking industries. How these blockchains, these are also one of the very important technology for the cryptocurrencies. You know that nowadays that the cryptocurrencies are very popular. That is the Bitcoin. You know that very popular cryptocurrency is called as a Bitcoin. It is a virtual coin. We cannot see and it's touch the coin. So we cannot say or we cannot see where is this Bitcoin is available. Who is the authenticator agency for this kind of Bitcoin? We don't know anything, but we can invest our money into the Bitcoin with the help of the blockchain management. So everything is in the financial management or in the financial services or in the financial institutions are performing only with the help of the blockchain management. The technology work on computer science, data structure, and cryptography. These two, three things are very important for the blockchain administration or the management. Then we know very well that is the artificial intelligence and robotics. So artificial intelligence and robotics are helping for the customer support. For examples, you want to withdraw money from the ATM. Suppose you enter the ATM number pin in wrong manners, immediately your ATM is wrong. Do you want to continue? Do you need any other payment slip? Or do you want to another service like that? Some questions automatically will generate. That is called as a artificial intelligence. These artificial intelligence are playing a key role in the banking industry, which provides some customer support activities. The practice is still in its initial stage, but will definitely evolve and make the entrance to the general public in new future. Even this stage is a introductory stage of the artificial intelligence. If it will be a part and parcel of the human beings, what you think in your mind, that will reflect or that will act. So that kind of things and technology in artificial intelligence also possible in future. Then chatbot are one of the emerging trend or the estimated growth in the financial services. The chatbot, this is also like artificial intelligence and robotic. This kind of chatbots also possible in the banking and financial service industries. Then we can see Fintech Revolution. There is one terminology now it is popular in financial sectors. It is called as a Fintech Revolution or Fintech companies. The Fintech or financial technology is indeed a disrupting force in these sectors. That means the financial industries are using some specialized technology for delivery of financial services to its customers or to the public. So that is called as a fintech or the financial technology. Due to the changing landscape in the Indian financial sector, many companies have emerged to be a significant part of this ecosystem. So nowadays, many companies are having this kind of financial technology innovations for their effective and significant services to the customers. Okay, so you see that the next about the digital only banks. Now you can say in future there is no physical banks in our country, so everything will be only digitalized banking services. So digital only banks operate only through information technology platform, which can be accessed using mobile phone, laptop, and tablets. So if we have the mobile phone, laptop, and tablet, we no need to go to any banking premises for any kind of financial services. Digital only banks operate in a paperless and branchless model. You see that is the this digital only banks operate in a paperless. There is no need of any paper, and also branch. There is no need of physical branches, and seems to overtake the traditional system of banks in future. That means in future the traditional banking system will be overtaken by the digital only banking industries. Okay. Now we can see some innovative fintech platforms in India. This is also new to the students or to the audience. Uh, this kind of financial technology services can be performed with the help of some expert. Some of the experts are available in our country who provide some innovative financial technology platforms. So that means a lending card. So this is one of the important financial technology startup which provides financial assistance, very particularly to the working capital, to the entrepreneurs. For example, there is a need of working capital for smooth running of the business. So when you enter into the lending card platform, you can easily get your working capital requirements. Okay. Then wife. MS wife is an independent mobile point of sales merchant acquires and network provided. The fintech company provides software solution and payment devices to the merchants. So MSY aims to provide seamless mobile point of selling solution to such merchants across the India and create India's largest financial service platform for small and medium enterprises. So this is one kind of software solution which provide the financial assistance exclusively for the small and medium enterprises. Then NEO, since its inspection in 2015, NEO has been working towards the revolutionary banking with the continual digital innovation. NEO's claims to be among India's first and largest neo-banking platform, offering co-branded prepaid credit cards, savings support with debit cards, and a partnership with the banks. So this Neo is also one kind of online banking solution for various financial services. Then Fine Labs, the fintech was founded in 1998 by Lokbir Kapoor, Rajul Kark, and Transing Upatia. Pine Labs offer a merchant platform that includes technology and financial solution for merchant to help them in increasing their revenue, reducing the cost and the complexity of running business and managing risk involved. So this is also one kind of the financial solution for the merchant to how to increasing their revenue, how to reduce the cost, and is there any complexity of business, how to manage the risk in business. So that kind of services are provided by the Fine Lab softwares. Then Rosor Pay. So Rosor Pay is India's first stake financial company. The fintech help companies with its stipulate of products to receive, process, and disperse payment. So this kind of software, which is highly used for the payment options. We want to settle any payment to anyone. This kind of software solutions provide some payment options to various peoples. Okay. Then advantage India. What are the advantages which is available in innovative financial services in our country? So as far as regards the growing demand, the rising income is driving the demand for financial services across income brackets. So now we can say Indian population's income is increasing, the purchasing power is increasing. Each individuals are able to manage their financial services and financial product independently. The investment corpus in India insurance sector might rise to use 1 trillion by 2025. So even now the central government relaxed, or the central government privatized life insurance corporation, that is the LIC of India. So there will be a possibilities of more investment in insurance sector. It may be up to 1 trillion by 2025. That means that much of demand is available in our country with two reasons. One is rising income, and another is investments in various financial institutions is also increasing. Then innovation point of view. We know that emerging digital gold investment options. Now it is possible. Cryptocurrency, gold investments, and international stock exchanges. Everything is possible in our mobile, so smartphone or our laptop. So that the people are willing to invest their money in these kind of activities. So what is happening? There is a need of more financial services or the platforms, products. The platform for intra-debt financing, the government plan to make rupees 6,000 crores equity investment in the debt platform of the National Investment and Infrastructure Fund. Even the government is also investing huge money for the innovative financial services for its platforms. So that also one of the reason for emerging or growing of the financial services. Then policy support. So even though the finance is there, technology is there, income, that is the per capita income is also increased. Whereas if there is no support from the government, there is no policy, proper policy from the government, it cannot be executed. So that the government has approved 100% FDI for insurance intermediaries. You see that once upon a time in insurance sector, it was 25%. Then it has increased to 50%. Then again it has increased to 74%. Now it has increased to 100%. That means 100% foreign company can start or function their insurance business in India. So that is also one of the very important advantages. What they are doing, they are providing some innovative services, so which will helpful to the target audience, and increase FDI limit in the insurance sector to 24% to from 49%. So you see that in the earlier period it was 49%, then again it was 24%. Now it has increased to 100%. This is also one of the policy support of the government for innovative financial services. Then growing penetration. The penetration means some facilities and opportunities are there. The credit, insurance, and investment penetration is rising in rural areas. So credit facilities are available in rural area. Insurance and investment awareness and penetration is also available in rural area. So national working in populations is also very increasing uh, in our country. So that this kind of investment, this kind of information help to increase the innovative financial services in our country. So then we can see that is the another important things, that is the conclusion. So we will come to the conclusions. So even though we have very large number of financial services, institutions, and services and products are available, still there is a need of some channel, and there is a need of simplified procedure to avail the financial services by the rural people or unreached or unbanked people. For example, to provide speed delivery of financial services, the government introduced a scheme is called as a that is the uh, financial inclusion. You know that the financial inclusion. What is the financial inclusion? The financial inclusion is delivery of financial services and product to the unreached and outreached people at an affordable and nominal cost. So we should provide service to the rural people. For example, if the people are living in rural area, they are all living in below population, below poverty line. They don't have any income. So how we can provide some services to the people? It is not possible. So that under the financial inclusion scheme, the government were initiated and had taken a serious steps to include all the people under the financial inclusion scheme. So that the scheme is called as a Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana scheme. Before that, it was called as a no frill accord. So now, from the 2014, the Pradhamar Narendra Modi launched a scheme is called as a Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan scheme. That means the bank account for all people. There is no need of maintaining a minimum balance when you are opening a bank account. Normally, what is happening if you want to open a bank account, you have to maintain a minimum balance. So the rural people or the poor people are not able to maintain a minimum balance in a bank. So that they are not interested to open a bank account. Whereas if you are providing an opportunity to open a bank account without any minimum balance, the people are ready to open a bank account. So far we have opened 40 crores of bank account under the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana scheme, and more than 80,000 crores of money deposited under the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana scheme accounts. So this is one of the greatest and largest mobilization of investments and savings from the people. So now you can see almost all the people in the country have the bank account. So if any assistance or subsidies or any incentives from the government, that will be sent only through the bank account. For example, say you see that any scholarship to the students. Now the scholarship to the students will be only through the bank account. It will be sent to the bank account, the students' bank account. Or LPG cylinder subsidy, that will be sent only through the bank account. Or any government assistance or any government subsidies or incentives will send only through the bank account, the concerned bank account. For that, the government were established one innovative scheme is called as a TPT. That is the uh, uh, digitalized payment options. So these kind of things are very important for the growth and channelization of the financial services. Okay, that means you can see the direct benefit transfer. You see that direct benefit transfer. What is that direct benefit transfer? That means all kind of government service subsidies and assistance through online basis, through their accounts only. So there is no cash transaction. So almost all the around 400 schemes of the central government and state government, which is linked with the direct benefit transfer. That money will be transferred to the concerned beneficiaries into his bank account or to her bank account. Okay, so this is also one of the very important innovations. And also in that things, the government, the central government, are introduced two important insurance schemes. You can this the Pradhan Mantri Jiva Jyoti Yojana and Pradhan Mantri pension scheme, Sabha Shiksha Abhiyan. So this kind of things were introduced for the purpose of delivering financial services to the needed people. So that insurance, for example, if you take the Pradhan Mantri Jiva Jyoti Yojana, that scheme is there. That is the insurance scheme is there. In that scheme, a nominal amount will be charged. It may be 12 rupees per annum as a insurance premium. So that if anything will happen, 1 lakh accident insurance benefit will be available. So, and then Suraksha, Pradhan Mantri Suraksha insurance scheme is also there. So you have to pay 360 rupees as a premium per year. If anything will happen, so they will give the compensation. It may be around 2 lakhs, depends upon the disabilities and accident. And another scheme is that is the public provident fund is there. So these kind of schemes, the social security schemes, are mostly with the help of the financial technologies. Okay, so we should understand now the financial services and the financial technologies are very important part of our day-to-day life. So you see that India is expected to be the fourth largest private wealth market globally by 2028. Even now we can see in the stock market, it crossed, the PSE crossed more than 60,000 points. The Sensex crossed more than 60,000 points, which is one of the largest points secured in the PSA life history. Once upon a time, the PSE is one among the top 10 stock market in the world, whereas now it is one among the 5 top 10 stock market in the world. So Indian stock market, particularly the BSE, is keenly observed by the private investors. It may be the foreign direct investments or foreign portfolio investment or foreign institutional investment, whatever the worldwide, the BSE is considered as the global stock market. So that is one of the very important credit to India. It shows that Indian financial system is good. The financial services which is available in India is also very popular. Okay, so India is today one of the most vibrant global economics in the block of robotics, banking, and insurance sectors. You see that Indian banking system is one of the well organized, regulated, and systematic banking services in the world. Even that insurance also. So more than 40 insurance companies, private insurance companies, are playing major role in our country. Why they are all? Why foreign insurance companies are playing a major role, or why they want to start their business in India? Because in India, more population is there. There is a need of more insurance product to our people. So still we have only 40% of the people are having the insurance product. So still we have to complete 60% of the people under the insurance sector. So what they are doing, they are come to India and provide lot of insurance product to the people with some attractive schemes and programs. Likewise, the in banking industry also, you see that how the banking industries are playing. Even you want to open a bank account, you need not go to any bank. Simply you can open your bank account through your mobile phone, smartphone. So that kind of facilities also available nowadays. How these banking industries are expand all kind of activities. Whatever you need, they will provide. Whatever you need, any services, not only the financial services, even you need any non-financial services, if you approach bank, they will do services. So that kind of tendency is going on because of the global competition and the technological revolutions. Okay, the Association of Mutual Funds in India is targeting nearly five-fold growth in mutual funds to rupees 95 lakhs crores. So even now, the mutual funds business is also successfully growing. Will compare to the stock market. Whereas, what will be the logic behind that mutual funds and the stock market? If the people are investing more, or if the people are more awareness about the stock market, they will not invest their money into the mutual funds. So this will be some kind of logic or myth. Whereas in India, both the stock market as well as the mutual funds industries are simultaneously or consistently growing. That means one segment of people, those who are upper middle class, are concentrating in a stock market, and one group of people, those who are below income group of people, and middle income group of people are consistently concentrating their investments in the mutual funds. So this is the reason for growth of mutual funds in our country. Okay. So the Indian mobile wallet industry is estimated to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 150 percentage to reach 4.4 billion by 2020. That means the Indian wallet industry, mobile wallet, now it is all popular, very particularly due to the corona or the pandemic period. Almost all the students are having the mobile phone. Even the LKG students are having the separate mobile phone. If the family consists of 5 members or 4 members, all the 4 members and 5 members are having the mobile phone individually. All are smartphones. So the wallet mobile phone has increased, and it has increased up to 150 percentage of the compound growth rate. This is one of the highest growth in the world. So what will happen in future, in 2025 or 2030? Almost all the people in the country have smartphone. All the people in the country have smartphone, and also they are having some internet facilities. Now that you see that internet facilities are very common, it is all very common to all, which is very cheaper. Every people in the country were using and spending more than 1 GB per day. Average, I'm telling only average, but whereas our students and teaching faculties are spending more GP. For example, as far as my concern, I will spend more than 3 GP per day for taking classes and using some research purpose. I spend more than 3 GP per day, whereas the students communities are using more than 2 GP or 1.5 GP per day. So these are all common nowadays. Even that uneducated people also using mobile phone and spending lot of internet usage. These all indicate that the simplification of the financial services through the mobile phones. Okay, so that as a students of commerce and business management and economics, we must understand the importance of the financial services and how these financial services are delivering or providing by the financial service industries with the help of some technologies and innovations. So in future, the finance will not function without technology, or the technology may not useful without finance. So these two terms, that is the finance and technology, are considered as a part and partial of our economic system. So that it is called as a fintech revolution, the financial technology revolution. Now we are all in the financial technology revolution. We must understand what is financial technology and what is financial services, because these financial services can be performed only with the help of effective and innovative financial technologies. Okay, so with this I conclude my presentation. If you have any clarifications and doubts, you may raise the questions. Thank you. Sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Sir,
now
they
we
will.
can, uh,
Sir, if there are any questions, audience will be posting in the chat box, sir.
yeah.
So that questions will be presented on your screen, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay.
I request all the participants to post your questions in the chat box. If you're having any questions, you can post in the chat box.
Sir,
Yeah, please.
participants' doubts, sir. Can I ask you
Yeah,
one
please.
question, sir?
Yeah, please, please.
Sir, how safe cryptocurrency is?
How safe cryptocurrency in the present scenario? Okay, very good question. Because the safety is one of the very important part in our financial services. Because you know very well, even though we have high technology based security system, there will be a possibilities of losing of money in banks and insurance and other things. So everywhere some kind of risk, financial risk in digitalization is possible. As far as in India, the cryptocurrency is not yet approved by the Reserve Bank of India, whereas it is highly safe. Why I'm telling this information? In worldwide, the people are investing. No one is no one is able to find out how this cryptocurrency is growing or evolving, because this cryptocurrency is purely based on the blockchain management systems. So under this blockchain management system, if you invest your money into the blockchain cryptocurrency Bitcoin, uh, that money will be invested in some other cases, in some other chain. So every investment link with some blocks, so some chains. So if any block, if any chain is going to be break, automatically the Bitcoin investments and Bitcoin business will come down. Whereas in the globe, uh, there is a up and downs is there, but it is not up to the or up to below the investment level. For example, if I invest 1 lakh rupees in cryptocurrency, definitely it will not comes down to the 1 lakh rupee. Whereas some the growth of investments may be different. So far the cryptocurrency is not approved by India. So far that much of risk and fraud not suspected in the cryptocurrency investments. But why the Indian government is not approved? Because we are not able to understand, or we are not able to access how much money invested in the cryptocurrency by the individual, how we can consider that return for our income. So the income tax point of view, it is not easy to calculate the income from capital gains or from other source. So that point of view, the government is thinking mostly this income will be considered as a income from other sources. If this income is considered as a income from other source, we have to pay more income tax for our investment. So that is the only problem in India. But at the same time, the Reserve Bank of India is not approved, and also they are not against to the cryptocurrency. So this is the present day situation. But in future, definitely cryptocurrency will be a part. Even now, more than 2 lakhs crores of investments are in by Indians in the cryptocurrency or the bitcoins. Okay. So another one question: how Indian companies are using blockchain, and which companies are adopted blockchain in India? So, the very good question. How Indian companies are using blockchain is one of the technology. You know that almost all banking and financial industries are using the blockchain technology. It is a blockchain technologies. Okay, so this is one of the software based technology. This technology is widely used by all kind of banking and insurance companies, even the financial investment companies and all finance related companies. Okay. Then, is there any other questions?
Thank you, sir. One more question, sir.
Yeah, please.
What about the financial literacy in rural areas, sir?
Yeah, financial literacy, which is one of the scheme of the Reserve Bank of India to promote financial inclusion in our country. You can see in the Reserve Bank of India website, there is a financial literacy program. They are having some audio, video presentation also. about the banking, about the finance, about the investment. And apart from that, NISC, that is the National Institute of Stock Exchange, they are also having the financial literacy program. PSC also having the financial literacy program. The Association of Mutual Funds, they are also having the financial literacy program. BSC is also having the financial literacy program, which help to create some awareness about the investments and savings. And also we can understand some kind of financial products in our country, because in rural area now your question is very good, because before the evaluation of the digitalization, that means the technology, the financial literacy was very poor in rural area, whereas now there is no distinction barriers, there is no distinction barriers because of the technological devices, that is the internet and smartphones. Even from the rural, you can send or you can receive money through your UPI or any other mechanism. Okay, so now in financial literacy in rural area is consistently increasing, will compare to the in urban area and other areas. Okay, for understanding the financial literacy, the education is also one of the important reasons, because suppose we want to create some awareness about the mutual fund, asset management, portfolio management, like that. When we discuss about this matter, the people are not able to understand because of their education level. So that when we provide some education along with the financial literacy, definitely the rural people will understand the financial product. Okay, so somewhat financial literacy is available in rural areas also. Okay. Very good. The next question is, how do fintech companies manage risk? How do fintech companies manage risk? You see that fintech companies, the financial technologies companies, it is not exclusive industries in our financial system. That means those who are using some financial technology for delivery of financial product or services, they are considered as a fintech companies. That's all. Okay, so what kind of risk they are meeting? That may be the security issues, that may be the security issue, and some technology based issues are the major risk which are associated by the fintech companies. So you know that the security risk or the that is the technological risk are always associated with fintech companies and technology based companies. Even though we are very high secured interface for using our financial product and services, there will be a suspect or there will be a fraud in future. So what the fintech companies are doing, they are find out some alternative solution. Even you see that in the early period, the usage of the ATM. Now, even now, the people are misusing the ATM, or the people are some people are finding some fraud through the ATMs and the debit card and credit cards, etc. So the risk in fintech industries are always is a continuous things. So we only should be very aware and alert. That means the both parties, those who are delivering the financial services as well as those who are accepting the financial services, both parties should be aware about the security, very particularly the cyber security issues, and how to prevent it. That also very important. Even if you transfer money from GPay or any other wallet, there will be a possibilities of some fraud and some mistakes. Whereas we must be alert. So all kind of security issues are related with us. We have PIN is there, then fingerprint is there, and all kind of security measures we have. So if you properly utilize this kind of security issues, safety issues, definitely we can prevent from the risk and some kind of fraud. That is the security, cipher fraud. Okay, so this is the only way the fintech companies can manage the financial risk. Okay, then leasing needs initial deposit, which make a funds block. Can we see any alternative progress for pertaining to that? Yeah, leasing needs initial deposit. Now you see that the money is not a matter for any kind of business. You know that the government have started some schemes. It may be the Startup India, techno partnership, innovative innovation foundations, all kind of schemes and technology improvement fund. So all kind of financial assistance are available in the investment institutions or the banking institutions. Uh, Only thing is how we are going to manage which kind of leasing services we are going to provide or offer to the customers or to the needed people. So that is the only way. Even now, it is the angel financing is there, financing. Now it is the crowd financing. That is one new terminology which is available in the financial industry. It is called as a crowd financing. That means a small amount of money can be mobilized from various group of people, very small group of peoples. That is called as a crowd financing, angel financing. Different financings opportunities are available to start business. So we can go for that kind of facilities for our leasing industries also. Will fintech replace banks? It's a very good question. Fintech is the technology. Okay, it is one kind of technology. How it will replace banks? You see that, for example, say your question is like that. Will online classes replace colleges? Will online class replace colleges? If it is correct, then the same answer is also applicable to the fintech replace banks. So bank is a mechanism. It is a institution. It is a medium for delivering of services, financial services from one place to another places. Okay. So fintech is a technology. So this technology will adopted by the banks, but the mechanism method, the delivery channel will change. That's why initially I said in the earlier period, we want to deposit money, we have to go to bank and we have to wait for long time. Whereas now the same operation is possible only from our home itself. So that is the revolution, that is the technology. So the fintech never replace not only banks, any financial institutions or any financial instruments. Okay. And the next question is, do we need to take any permission to introduce innovations in financial institutions? That will be depends upon what kind of innovations you are going to adopt in the financial in your financial institutions. For example, if any software is going to adopt, there is no need of permissions. But everything is under the control of the Reserve Bank of India. For example, say you want to open a gateway, payment gateway. So there is a provision, there is a permission from the concerned authorities. For example, wallet. You want to introduce any wallet like Google Pay, GPay, or some other payment wallet. So for that purpose, you have to get the permission from the government because these are highly money-related services. So without the permission or without proper approval from the Reserve Bank of India, it is not possible. Whereas for some other technological innovations, for the speedy and prompt services to the customers and to the public, there is no need of any permission from anyone, agencies or the authorities. But before introducing any technology or innovation in financial sector, we should be very careful. That means the institutions should be very careful because this all highly security related matter. There is a need of trust and there is a need of confidence about the validity and effectiveness of the financial softwares. So that is very important. Yeah. Sir, what is your command on? loss of job by introducing innovation and technology in financial institution. So loss of job, what I can say, even you see that in one report, the impact of COVID in India, almost the people are saying the COVID and the lockdown play a major role in our economic slowdown. Our economy has come down like that. But one group of people, one segment of people were enjoyed with the lockdown. One group of industries were grown more than 100% during these lockdown periods. Very particularly, the banking and financial service industries are growing very rapidly during the lockdown period. And also, during the lockdown period, n number of startups were emerged. And you know that now you can see now the people are very aware about earning money with the help of YouTube channel. Everybody's are having the YouTube channel. Everybody's are having the YouTube channel. Somebody's are earning money through the YouTube channel with the help of this pandemic situation. So that we have to update ourselves. When we do the business in a conventional manner, we have to update our business activities into technology oriented business. Then we can avoid the losing of job and losing of job through introducing innovation and technology in financial institutions. So we should think positively.
Thank you, sir. With your
Yeah.
permission, can I conclude this session, sir?
Okay, madam. Okay. If any questions, you may ask, or you can do it.
Good morning, everyone. I am Samreen, student of second MBA from Prasad V. Potluri Siddhartha Institute of Technology, Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh, and here to propose to formal vote of thanks for today's session. On behalf of Department of Business Administration, I thank Honorable Guest Speaker Dr. C. Parmasivan Garu for accepting our request and his valuable sharing his valuable information with us. We have elated with your inputs related to innovative financial services, and few important takeaways from the today's session are students who came from non-commerce background gave a brief explanation on innovative financial services, information on how to invest in stock market, information on fintech platform in India, innovative schemes for digitalized financial services. Sir, as you said, in future traditional banking will become online banking. Financial technology revolution has become part of our economic life. Once again, thank you, sir, for your valuable information. Our sincere thanks to Honorable Principal Dr. K. Sivaji Babu Garu for accepting, for supporting to conduct his guest lecture. We thank our beloved head of the department, Dr. P. Adilakshmi Garu, for conducting this session, which are very useful to us. Thanks to all the participants for your involvement. Heartful thanks to Krishna Fani sir, Assistant Professor, PP Siddhartha College, for the technical support. I want to thank our professor, Assistant Professor Dr. K. Pardasai sir for organizing the session. Thank you all.
Yeah.
Requesting all the
Thank
participants
you to
to
all. Thank you to all for your nice opportunity.
thank you, sir. Requesting all the participants to fill the feedback form.